everything around us is death. We're surrounded by death and also rebirth. Winter is death, and out of the soil is just dead bodies. It grows life, is flowers and plants, and we eat dead shit, and it keeps us alive. I don't know, it's not simple. It's not like vegetarians being like, oh, a cow died, that's bad. Like, everything is dying. We are so surrounded by death, whether like we accept it or not. Our bodies are dying, and it's scary, but it's what, if that wasn't happening, we wouldn't, I don't know. My teacher said that, like, he talked about this song that was about vampires. I think I told you about this before, but like, and the vampires live forever, and it's like, if we lived forever, I don't think I'd need to hold your hand, but I have to now, because I know we're both gonna die, so I have to hold your hand, because this is my only time to do it. And that's beautiful, and it's sad, but I'm glad that it's this way, If like the default is cold, if there's no heat, and if the default is dark, if there's no light, then like, is the default like evilness? If there's no goodness, like, are humans inherently evil? Well, because even if you come to a conclusion with that, it's like, well, what do you even do with that? If you come to the conclusion that humans are inherently evil and that life is, at its core level, it's just suffering, it's like, well, you still gotta wake up and go to work, But also, you cannot have light without the darkness. Like, it doesn't mean anything if you don't have that thing that contrasts it. Things are only beautiful because we know they're gonna die. Berries taste the best right before they're gonna rot, and young people are only beautiful because we know they're gonna age. So it's only because we know that we're gonna die that we care about things so much and that things are nice. So, when I was younger, I was really scared of the dark and of nighttime. Every night at 12:50, I had a bunk bed. My house would shake, and specifically my bed would shake back and forth enough so that it would just like hit the wall like a bunch of times, and it would scare the shit out of me. And I thought it was ghost or something, or like I don't know, something, but I couldn't even like wrap my mind around it. I was so terrified every time, and I wasn't always awake for it, but when I was, it would scare me so much. And then it scared me even more when I noticed that it happened every night at 12:50. So then I kind of dreaded that time, and then I brought it up to someone. I think it was my mom, and she was like, "Oh, that's the train." And it was. And and I listened. I was always so blinded by like fear that I wasn't really paying attention to any other senses. It was a train, and it would shake my whole house, not just my bed. And suddenly it was like this funny thing. Like at 12:50, it felt like I was so alone, like I was the only person awake in the world, and like if something happened to me, I felt so isolated in the dark in my room. But at 12:50, I knew that, people were on a train and they were going home, and I'm thinking of them, and maybe they're thinking of me. And it's just nice to be reminded that other people exist sometimes, especially in the dark. Sometimes you just have to be reminded. And that's what that was.